I did have to park in here because on the road it says there's no parking on either side, so I'm gonna do everything in here. I felt something wet and you can see it leaked all over me. It goes my underwear. Man, and I paid extra for that swivel. I'm not gonna buy that swivel again. Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to Northern Wash Pressure Washing. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Today I have a house wash. It's a pretty big house. So the house that I'm doing today, I signed first maybe like 2-3 months ago, and then they recommended me to their daughter, and their daughter only lives like down the road, so I did their daughter's house. But then he was gonna do a couple of maintenance things outside the house, so he postponed it for some time. So now I'm finally heading out there. This particular house, we're doing the entire house except the porch, the front porch. They didn't want me to touch it, so it's perfectly fine. It's raining again for some reason. It was not in the weather report. I looked at the weather, it was not in there whatsoever. If anything, there was rain, but like at midnight and through the night until like early tomorrow morning. But there's rain again. I'll show you guys. It's very light, but there is rain. Right now what I'm gonna go do is I'm gonna go get gas. I went yesterday in the morning. I don't know if I'm getting sick or just my allergies. I went yesterday in the morning and they only had premium, and like I said, I ain't about that life. So I'm gonna go to a different gas station, get gas. I gotta get gas for the truck and then the equipment. And yep, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, I just arrived and I just got done talking with the customer. I did have to park in here because on the road it says there's no parking on either side, so I just backed up all the way. I'll show you the house wash that I'm washing, and then they just added the front porch, so I think it was better. I think it's gonna come out a lot cleaner now, and it's really gonna pop now that they added the front porch. But I'll go ahead and I'll show you the entire house. So here's the front of the house. So I'm gonna do everything in here. All these homes in this neighborhood, I feel like they're really built like to craftsmanship. Like they all have a lot of detail. Like, come on, like look at that column. Like I don't think all the other ones that I've done for the most part just go straight up. That's about it. But this house has definitely a lot of detail. I'll wash this for them too, since it's already here. Look at the doors, man. Like just look at all this craftsmanship. I think they're nice. It'll be all this all the way up there. This neighborhood, or yeah, I guess the neighborhood, has a lot of like prairie lands, and in order to control these, obviously you don't cut these like grass. They burn them. So on the houses there's a lot of smoke because I think they burn them twice a year. I've been here once when they're doing it, and it is bad. Literally, you feel like a house is on fire, but it's not. They're just burning or controlling it. But yeah, you see all those gutters are really dirty. Got a really high fireplace, or chimney I should say. I don't know why I always call it the fireplace. Yeah, all the way up there. It looks really dark over there, like probably from the smoke and stuff. The gutters are really dirty. I should have changed my shoes. I can already feel my socks are wet. This sucks. Yeah, the grass is still wet and it's been drizzling a bit. And then I really like this area right here. Nice 3-car garage. A really high peak over there. And then over here, we're not touching this deck right here. It's fine, we're not touching this either. But yeah, make sure to get all this in here. Go over the windows really nice and clean. A lot of windows, so we're gonna have to be really thorough on the windows. Try to not leave any watermarks or streaks. And then lastly is just this side. Let me see if I can get up close on over here so I can show you guys. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see, but it's dark mostly. It's from the when they burn. Yeah, I don't think the video does it justice. Like you guys can see, it's just black, almost like soot. I don't know how to say that. But that's pretty much all it is. I'm surprised the white trim isn't darker. Here and there you can spot it, but it's not too much. So yeah, I got water already set up going, and I'm gonna tape up the electrical outlets and check on the lights, see if any lights need to be taped up, and then we'll go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start in the front with the front porch just because that's gonna take me the longest and I want to get it done first. All right, I'm all set up. I have the pressure washer hose over here, and then I did take their water hose from that side because I'm gonna have to use it. The reason I'm gonna use it is to water down and protect the door, so I'm just gonna protect it with water. And then they also have a, I forgot what that material is, but I'm gonna put water on that too, just to protect it a little bit as well, so it doesn't turn colors too much. I try to work around it regardless, because if you put the soap on it, the sodium hypochlorite, it reacts and it gives it a different tone of a color. I mean, either way, it's already a different color. When you get that brand new, it's like copper. I think that's copper. Yeah, copper. It's like the shiny copper color, and then it gets dark, and then it already has some rust on it. You can see some green starting at the top. I mean, it already turned a bunch of different colors. I'm just trying not to turn it more and more different colors, if that makes sense. So I just put water on it and put water on the door, so I don't have to go back and forth to the truck. I just have this open, it's just water. I did buy a remote control for my soap, but you guys already know that story, that it doesn't work. It's garbage. It's just there in my truck. I still have to walk back and turn the knobs and everything. Well, actually, I have to walk back to the truck to click the remote control. It's so dumb. So mad about that. It didn't even waste the money. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. All right, I'm all done with the front. Did the entire porch. Everything came out really nice. I do a very thorough cleaning on the front porch because, you know, I feel like that's the main thing that you see once you come in or if you sit on it. And I don't want people looking at the rails or at the corners or at the white trim saying, he missed this spot. I try to protect the wood as well. As you saw, I don't get that close. Any loose paint that comes off, or any paint that comes off, is because it's loose paint. I watered the plants around, I watered the door, I watered that. But yeah, so far so good. That was probably what was gonna take me the longest, so out of the way. I'm gonna start on this side now, and over here I'll record this for you on the tripod, and then the remainder of the side, it'll just be repetitive. I'll just show you guys at the end how everything came out, because it is a big house and I'm by myself, so I have to keep track of time, make sure it's coming out clean, make sure everything is, you know, I gotta make sure everything is coming out good. So I can only do so much with just being me, but I'll try. All right, I'm gonna keep going. felt something wet, and you can see it leaked all over me. I was trying to see what it was. Felt it the other week, the past 2 jobs, and I thought it was the O-ring on the quick connect, so I switched it out. I'm gonna switch it out again, but I think it's, I don't even know if you guys can see that, but I think it's coming from here. This, you see how it's moving back and forth right there? And I'll squeeze it. I think it's coming from here. Yeah, I don't think it's coming from my O-ring. So I don't like that because now I got all the soap all over me, all the chemical. There goes my underwear. It's gonna be all leached out probably. So that's gonna have to get replaced. So I'm gonna use a different line. I'm gonna take out a different line right now. I just confirmed it is that. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's already a puddle right here. It's definitely from that. It's loose. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually use the same line, so actually you can compare right there. I don't know if it came loose or what, but you can see there's a gap right here. I hope it's focusing correct. You can see there's a gap right there. There's no gap on this one. I'm just gonna hook this up to the pressure washer and then hook this one up to my hose so that it doesn't keep leaking on me. And hopefully, because in the trailer it'll just be straight, it won't leak too much. Luckily it's not strong, so I don't think it should burn me. So now that I took it off, hopefully I'm in your correct view. Now that I took it off, this is a swivel, so it's actually, it cannot get any tighter. So this side has a swivel, and the swivel has gone bad. So this is the last time I get a swivel. Honestly, if you guys see me, sometimes I still have to turn the entire gun. When the pressure washer's on, the pressure holds this together and doesn't really allow it to turn. So I'm gonna have to cut this and then put a replacement on, a regular one that doesn't swivel, because man, and I paid extra for that swivel, so I'm not gonna buy that swivel again. It's just another point of failure for the future. So I won't be doing that again. The reason it's tight like that, it doesn't have a swivel. See, there's no point of failure right there. Yep, I'm done with the swivels. Change your plans again. I can't use this side with the gun because they're both male, so I do have to switch out the line. So this line, so annoying. Problems and problems. I'm just gonna take out a new line and fix it at the house. I'll just finish using it on here. I'll rinse this off. I won't put soap on everything yet. I'll rinse this off so that I can run water through it, and then I'll store it. There we go. Figured out problem. Solution. Alrighty, I am all done. Everything came out really nice and clean. I cleaned like this area right here to make it presentable. Over here too, I cleaned this area to make it presentable. And by clean, I just mean like I rinsed it off any debris that was there, but everything looks good. Some of the corners, I don't know if you can pick that up, some of the corners have like you could tell there was a nest of something, bees or wasps, I don't know what it was, but they leave a residue, so something I could do about it. I mean, I hit it pretty hard and I put a lot of soap on it, but I don't want to hit it too hard because then it'll get, the wood can get damaged. But everything came out really nice. I cleaned that as well. Sorry I can't zoom in with this. I'm gonna, one of these days, maybe next year, for next season, I'll look into buying a camera that can zoom in and out. But for right now, I'm getting my money's worth out of this GoPro. Alright guys, I'm all done. I already did the spot check and I rinsed everything off too, off camera, but I just want to show you guys how everything turned out. Well, if you guys want to see how it looked when it's dry, that's how it looks. It looks the same. I don't do any copper cleaning. I've never even had a request for copper cleaning. But ask me how I know you're supposed to put water on there, I'll tell you. I was cleaning a house that had, I think, a similar thing like that early on when I first started out. So what, like 6-7 years ago? And I cleaned a house like that too, and I didn't put water on it, protect it or nothing. And I did 2 sides and I came back and I could tell it was a different color. I'm guessing it's nothing bad, but I really don't know. Let me know in the comments, because the copper is going to turn colors regardless. You can see, but it turned more, I guess, greenish, I would say. I don't even remember, man, it's so long ago. I think it was greenish that it turned. So I freaked out. I didn't know what was happening or what. And obviously I told the customer, I'm like, hey, when I washed it, it had a weird reaction. This is how it turned out. They're like, oh, it's fine, that thing's ugly. So I got really lucky. Oh, look at that, a little I think those are called monarcas, I think. Can't really tell. If that is a monarca, that thing flies all the way back to where me and my family are from originally, in Mexico. It's Michoacan. So, and I think they started out in Canada and then they worked their way all the way down south to Michoacan, which is crazy. I know there's a lot of documentaries about that, but I think it's one of those. I think it's a little baby one. But yeah, that's how I know about that. So just always put water. When in doubt, just put water, man. Just put water over it. When in doubt, just put water. And if you're really worried, I mean, just do a test spot. Now, I just rinsed that little part. I think it's always gonna happen because it connects right there. So I'll let them know. There's like, you can't really even see it. Only I can, because I know about it. Up there, it took me like 2-3 minutes just straight hitting. There is a beehive up there. Man, I could not get that thing off. Usually I knock it down right away, like 15-30 seconds. That thing took me like 2-3 minutes. But yeah, all this came out really nice. Look at how it looks. I don't know why sometimes, like right here, there's none of it, but sometimes on the wood like this, it bleeds really brown. So I don't know if it's the age of the wood or the type of wood or what, but this one came out really nice. But I'm guessing because of the type of homes, like these, I keep telling you guys, these homes, like you can tell they have really good craftsmanship, or the builders were really good. Here I went all the way to the bottom. I always go all the way to the bottom. I don't know if I've said that before, or you guys can see in my videos, but I always go all the way to the footer. I think it's called the footer of the house. Either way, the concrete. I always go all the way to the bottom, just because, oh, there's another butterfly. Just because, I mean, I'm cleaning everything. Why would I not clean that concrete up, right? Like, it's right there. If you're not cleaning it, or if you're a customer and you get your house wash and they're not cleaning it, like, come on, man, like, that's just not attention to detail. And it's right there, like, just do it. But yeah, everything came out really nice and clean. I had some really bad bleeding right here. Like, it was literally like half the wall, all this. I don't even know why. But I rinsed it off again. Yeah, I'm all done. Gonna wrap everything up, and then I'm gonna go eat. I'm starving. I don't know what I'm gonna go eat. My favorite type of food, surprise, surprise, is Mexican. Like, I just love Mexican food, man. But honestly, I'll eat anything. I consider myself like a food junkie. Like, I will try anything as long as it doesn't sound gross. Like, I'll try it. Like if you come at me and say, hey, you want to try some snake, bro, get out of here. Ain't nobody trying that. So but anything else like deer, goat, lamb, like anything that's not like the norm, I'll try it. Like seafood, Mediterranean, gosh, I don't know, any, like literally I will try it because I just love food. So I don't know what I'm gonna get today. So I usually bring lunch. Sometimes I make it, sometimes my wife makes it. Most of the time my wife makes me lunch. Every now and then I'll be like, I'll make my own lunch today. But she didn't make me one today because I haven't been telling her like, hey, I need a lunch. Usually I tell her like, hey, I need a lunch, but I think sometimes she just assumes that I don't have time or I'm gonna eat at home, because sometimes I could get home in time for lunch. But yeah, I didn't get one today. But I'm gonna tell her like, hey, can you throw me in a lunch? Whew. Alrighty guys, I'm all done. I had to pull out of there because, you know, I was in the back and I don't know if they were going anywhere. So I just didn't want to block them in. I was gonna take time setting up the camera right here. The customer came out. We took a look at everything. They really loved how everything came out. They even went as far as to, and I'm literally only what, like 10 houses down, and I don't want to take the camera off. It took forever. But his daughter lives right there, and that's the house I did. They were really nice. He even told me that he would share my information with the group email or post, I don't know what they have here in this neighborhood, and he would share all my information with them. 1 second. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm real grateful for that, because I feel like word of mouth is always one of the best leads or things for your business. There's literally a sign that says no parking here, because it's like a really small road and it's a one-way road. And here we go, this car parks right here in this tiny road. Could have literally parked in the driveway, because everyone's driveways are really long. It goes all the way in. Oh, it stays right here. So what I gotta do, all right, I'm clear. Anyways, back to what I was saying. But yeah, man, everything went great. Real grateful for that. Bruh. Thank you guys. Keep going, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.